What's going on, people? It is your boy, MMA-Kreese JR, coming back to you with another video. And today, this is not going to be a Daredevil video. This is going to be more of like what's going on the YouTube space, right? What's going on right now. Now, mind you, I'm not into the internet drama. I'm not really into that type of stuff. But, I feel like I have to speak on it just a tad bit and just give you my thoughts on this particular little situation between my bro, aka Eric July, the young Rippa. Shout out to my boy Eric July, the homie. That's the dog. That's my guy. That's my Texas brother. And anything Rippa needs, I got him. And then this Comics Explained situation. Now, mind you, I'm just a man that is looking in on this situation, and I'm just gonna, in my opinion, keyword, this is my opinion, a man that's just looking in, however, on this whole entire Comics Explained and Rippaverse thing or whatever. And once again, shout out to the Rippaverse or whatever. We love the Rippaverse at For the Homies podcast. And I'm just gonna give you my little thing right here, my little opinion on Comics Explained and Eric July. And once again, shout out to the big homie Eric July. Yo, Eric, I 100% agree with you, man. I 100% agree with you. If you have a chance, Eric has a video on about people not supporting the Riververse, which, hey, you know what? It's not for everybody, and that's perfectly fine. Not everything is for everybody, and a lot of people that are big fans of Eric or whatever got mad at Comics Explained because Comics Explained says that he'll never cover the Riververse, which he's entitled to do. Mind you, he's entitled to do that because even Eric has said, like, yo, he's entitled to do whatever he wants to do with his channel. Now, as far as Comics Explained, um, and just like black creators or black YouTubers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, about supporting each other, whatever that means, black businesses or whatever. So that's what it's getting down to, or whatever. Should black people support black businesses? To me, okay, once again, this is for me, all right, and this is where I'm gonna protect Comics Explain, and then I'm also gonna like kind of not roast him, but like bro, you bend the knee to your so-called audience, however. So, um, yeah, so people give Comics Explain a lot of crap when he doesn't quote unquote cover the things that he doesn't want to cover or whatever. Which once again, he's entitled to do that. That is if he doesn't want to cover the Rippaverse, or if he doesn't want to cover milestone comic books, or if he doesn't want to like do something from the Marvel line, or like the Absolute Universe or something, he has the right to do that. I'm tired of people on a certain side saying like, well, if you don't do this, then you are that, and if you don't do this, then you're not that, and if you don't do this, you're not that. Blah 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 blah. Shut up. You're not contributing. You're probably not really a fan anyway. So to tell me what I can talk about, what I can talk about, and what not to talk about. So yeah, so that's why I'm just saying, like, I will defend Comics Explained to the day the good Lord takes me home. Um, you know, he doesn't have to cover everything that he doesn't want to cover. But this is where I think he this is where I think where he just messes up. He bent the knee to the people that are telling him what to cover and what not to cover. Dude, you need to stand up for yourself, my man. And shout out to my boys at New Black Street, Kada, and my boy Atreus. If you guys like New Black Street, go check them out. Just those two brothers are funny, but I'm gonna have to agree with Atreus, dude. You are being a pussy right now, man. You're being a pussy right now because you need to stand on business. All right, you should have told these people f off. You know what I'm saying? I cover what I want to cover. I do what I want to do. You can't tell me what to do. The fact that you made a video saying that, hey, I'm going to take a break from the internet is crazy. No, dude, that's what they want you to do, okay? That's what they want you to do. They want you to fear them. They want you to listen to what they want to listen to. Like the moment that your audience controls everything that you say, if you get out of line or if they don't agree with something that you don't agree with, and you have to apologize for that, you will be forever a slave. You'll be forever apologizing. You don't that means you if you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. And like I'm telling you, man, comments explain. If you ever watch this video, my brother, and everything, do not like you have a chance because hey, I have not been in the YouTube game as long as you, but I'm just letting you know. I made a James Gunn video. I made a James Gunn video critiquing his universe. Okay, I made a James Gunn universe critiquing his universe about Peacemaker and how James Gunn was being, how the Peacemaker season 2 was being racist towards racism was stupid for like this particular project or whatever. I got so much coons, like M bombs, things like that, like stuff that like you wouldn't even say to like your enemies, man. And you know what? I championed it. I stood down on it. I didn't back down. I didn't delete no videos or anything like that. I'm gonna keep on saying it. Peacemaker season 2 sucked. I'm a James Gunn fan still, but right now his DCU has been crappy. All right, so there. Now I offended the white liberals too, by the way, because I know it's a lot of you white liberals in that comment section, like calling me all types of stuff to try to remind me who I was or whatever the hell that means. But I just want to let you know comments explain, brother, do not let anybody determine on what you need to cover. Okay? You need to stand up for yourself more. You need to stand on business. And once again, Eric is correct. You have a right to not cover his stuff. You're not less black or whatever, or you're not you're not less of a person if you don't cover the Riververse. Once again, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your channel. You put in the miles, you put in the work. You have financially made it to where you can do it full time and you can do whatever you want to do, my brother. So we're gonna salute you on that one. Comments explain, but dude, do not listen to these people that keep on telling you what you can't do. You got grilled on saying that you did not care for the milestone comic books, which that's crazy. They called you coons, buffoons, and all of that, and then you caved in. You caved in. No, do not let those people tell you what you can and cannot do and everything. The moment you do that, that's when they own you. The fact that once again you took a break, brother. You don't do that, man. You need to stand up for yourself, my dude, and everything. You like that's bitch like behavior, bro. That's not good, man. And you need to protect yourself a little bit more. And the final thought is, should black people support black businesses? And like, let me just tell you this. Okay, I'm an advocate of I don't care if you're a black business, white business, Asian business, Latino business. The only two things that I look at is your price is good and is like the customer service is good. However, me personally, like I'm just speaking on my personal things on what happens when I go to a lot of black businesses. This is not every black business, so Let me before I hear it all, oh man, you're anti-black, blah blah blah. You're trying to impress the white people. Shut up. You dumb. You can't even read. Anyway, um, um, usually, and like, there are black people that I know that say the same thing. However, usually when it's like a black business, the customer service is really not that good, or the prices are way too high, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's every black business. I'm saying a lot of them have this problem. And therefore, you know, then they expect you to support them. Or if you don't give them anything, they think that you're the sellout and you're the bad person. Okay? So no, 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 no. But then these are the same people that tell my bro Eric July, you know, Eric July gives you good customer service and he gives you great prices on his comic books. And they because Eric doesn't align with with the leftist agenda. I'll put it that way. Some that did not vote for the Jackass Party, aka the Democratic Party, or Democratic or liberal values, or whatever, because Eric doesn't do that, or whatever. Therefore, Eric is anti-black, even though Eric is married to a black woman, has a black child, has created original black characters, like Isom and Bloodroof, and all those other things, and he's a sellout. That's crazy. The logic makes no sense, and that's why the black community is jacked up as it is, because that doesn't make any sense. Because we have differences of opinion. We keep on saying that we're not a monolith until, oh, Eric is an end cap, so therefore, he doesn't he's not he ain't with us. He ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Once again, even though he's married to a black woman, has a black child, has made a successful comic book company, an indie comic book company that's I believe it's either number one or number two. It's in the top five. He has broken all the barriers, and you guys won't give him credit because he is not part of the leftist agenda. Like there's things that I don't agree with Eric on politically wise or whatever. Eric's not even a Trump fan. He doesn't even like Trump. That's the thing. But you don't see me not like Eric. That's my homie. That's my dog. That's my brother and everything. That's my Texas brother. And if anything that Eric needs, I got him and everything. So that's what I'm just gonna say. Listen, you should once again, Comics Explain. You don't have to cover the Rippaverse. You don't have to like Neurotic or Geeks and Gamers or any of that. He has the right not to do that. And you know what? People on our side are not going to even attack him for that. It's usually the people on his own side that likes, that attacks him or whatever. If he gets out of line, or AKA he gets out of he code switches, whatever the hell that means. So yeah. Comics Explain. Listen, man. Once again, do not. There's still time. There's still time just to say F this. Don't take a break. Don't take a break from the internet. That's what they want you to do, man. They want you to go rethink your stuff and everything. They want you to listen to what they got to say. These are the people that don't even put in on anything. They don't buy nothing. They don't even listen to your stuff, bro. So my advice too is Comics Explain. Screw them. All right, screw them. Fuck them and everything. That's all I got to say on that. Yeah. So for this video, we're gonna have MCU fan coming on For the Homies podcast this Thursday. Shout out to my homie MCU fan. I'm so happy, man. He finally came on. And also, I will be doing another Daredevil Born Again video. It's probably going to come out this Friday. So, look out for that. And once again, like, share, and subscribe. And you guys have a beautiful freaking day. I love you. Peace out.